Hello people of the world. Today I'm reviewing the Lego Vikings Viking ship challenge. Is the Midgard Serpent, and this is a old set. I don't know how old the Vikings theme was. It was like 2010, 2005, somewhere between those 2 years. And this is one of the biggest sets we got, and it's actually a really cool set. It comes with 6 minifigures of 6 different Vikings. So here's a Viking king guy who, here is this Viking person. Oh, okay, no. Here's another Viking guy. There's no back printing on any of them, by the way, because they're older things. So this is pretty much what you see here is what it looks like. Like there's nothing, like I'm literally showing you every part of it right now. And this guy, their helmets are kind of crooked, but yeah. And I'll take that armor off to show you the printing underneath, which is the same as the other guy I just showed you. I've honestly had this armor on the guy for so long I forgot what it looked like underneath him. But it's the same as the other one. All the Vikings in this theme are just have the same pieces, just put together in different combinations for all the different sets. Here's this guy. And, oh, I threw him a bit far. And here's this guy who has very little armor. And then the weapons can go with any of them pretty much. So you get 2 of these swords, 1 in silver, like this one I'm showing you right. You actually get 4 of them, 3 in silver. Sorry, I didn't realize that there was some also on the ship. So you get 3 of these in silver and 1 in gold. That's what it looks like. Then you get a bunch of different axes. The set comes with 3 axes and all different sizes. And then I forget who had which. I think it was like this. And then next I'll show you. I just messed something up. Okay. Next is Jormungandr, also known as the Midgard Serpent or the World Serpent. So this is his head. That's like, imagine seeing that come at you. That's scary. It's got a bionicle like head thing that has a lot of spikes and big teeth. There's a flipper there to represent the tongue. That's a good use of a piece. And here's a Rakshi back from back in 2001 with the bionicle. The 2002 that had the Rakshi. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2002. Yeah. And then, so is this, but it's molded in dark green, and this silver piece is molded in white, so it looks like a fin type thing. And underneath that's kind of plain, and you can see through there. And then it has all these red spikes down its sides. And here's 2 flippers, which are the same as his 2001 dinosaur stuff. These are the same color as was in the plesiosaur for that. And then here's another segment. This is the biggest segment with more of the fins. And then here's another one. And then on the end here, in the instructions, it shows these pieces in green. But for some reason, it gives you them in gray instead of green. So, yeah, that's not that great. And the most easiest position to put it up in is like this, or no, it's like this. Yeah. So you have to have the back 4 segments on the ground, and then you can have the first couple up. If you're lucky, or sometimes you can, or I've done this before, I've balanced this fin like on the side of the ship and made like a bunch of it coming up like that. But yeah, and this also shows us that in the Lego Vikings universe, it's Ragnarok is happening because Jormungandr, however you say it, has let go of his tail. Because if we don't know about Norse mythology, Jormungandr circles around Midgard, also known as Earth, and bites his so big that the end of his tail is in his mouth. And when he releases his tail, Ragnarok, also known as the apocalypse, happens. So this set shows that he's released his tail and is attacking stuff. So yeah, and obviously, so Ragnarok has happened, and obviously if they actually made the actual size of the Midgard serpent, it would be like the size of like my house. So this is the simplest they could probably make it. They could have made it like a little longer than the ship. That would have been better, but this is okay. But it would be cool if Lego brought back the Vikings theme, but made it based off actual things from like that happened in real life or like in Norse mythology and stuff. That's messed up. Okay, there. So here's the ship itself. So on each side you get 3 oars, 2 green ones and a brown one, and each one has 4 Hurstwicks, which are what Viking shields are called. And then over here there's another one, and here's this other axe I mentioned earlier. There's 2 little, I don't think you can see that. So there's the axe, it blends in with everything. Then there's 2 smaller shields that can be held by the figures. Then there's this big cannon thing. This is the old version of flick fire missiles, so you can set a person there. And what these do is you push down this, and that didn't shoot properly. Push down this, and why won't it work? It's not working. Push down, and that shot. That's the old style flick fire missiles. Up here you've got the head of the ship with the dragon. It actually, if you get close, it's 2 different head pieces. So this is the dragon head that they use on some of the dragons in this series. But this is the piece used for Fenrir, but they made it in red here. That my Fenrir made it in red here. And here they have some wings there that look like some sort of horn. And up at the front, we have this big Viking, or like serpent thing, which most likely is Jormungandr. And then down here, I forgot to show this, is a little beer keg thing. And there's seats by every oar for people to sit. Okay, sorry, we had some technical difficulties there. The camera shut off because the storage on my iPad was too full. And so now I can get back to this. So as I was showing you, there's this here which could turn the chicken or turkey or whatever that is over the flames down there. It'd be better if I had some sort of light, but I forgot to get that. And I'm too lazy to refilm this. That's why I didn't just film another video when I had to remake the review. So here's this cage that if you take off, it's attached to a hook. Then you can open it up and throw someone into there. And this cage, you can actually make the Midgard pick it up and pull it away. And then its teeth fit into here. So if we bring him over, you can just hold it in its mouth and make it thrash the cage around, so they can sacrifice people to the serpent. And then up here, you can turn this back and forth. It's like hanging over the ocean. and that's when the Midgard Serpent comes up. And then up here there's this lock, so if you lift that, then if you turn this, it lowers the rope, so you can set it down to put somebody inside, and then they can hang it up again, and swing it over the ocean. And then this lock just holds in place so it doesn't fall back down again. And over here, there's 2 torches and a ladder leading up to here. And this is where the Captain King Viking dude stands. And if we pull this ladder away, there is treasure hidden in here. Let's open this, and there's just a few jewels in there. That's nice, I guess. And then you can just slide that back in. And yeah. So, and the ship is like 2 big pieces. Like a big piece here, a big piece here. They have, actually it's 3 big pieces because they have a 3rd thing to connect it. That's what the other side looks like. It's pretty much the same thing, except here it holds 2 swords, and I think the shields, the shields are the same. Okay, I was gonna say they're different, but then I looked on the other side, they're the same. And these shields over here, by the way, you can, I'm pretty sure I already said this, but you can take them out and just, like, stick them into somebody's hand. So yeah, that is my review on this. And at this point, Irmander has wrecked everything. Well, actually, really, I wrecked everything, but I'm just gonna say it's Irmander did it. And yeah, so that is my review on this. Hope you liked it, and have a good day. Goodbye.